Hello, this is Danny Raymond, the voice behind Ray's Guide, and this is my very quick extemporaneous notes on the Argo, ATLS Geo, and the Drake Golem. These two ships have been added very late into the 4.1 PTU, and I definitely suspect that they will be released in the 4.1 release announcement. It may mean that the 4.1 release announcement is not as soon as we're perhaps had been expecting from the state of 4.1 in general. The purpose of these ships is very clear. It is to help with the Align and Mine sandbox event, and specifically for the mine part at the end. These are small mining craft intended to get into the cave that is opened up by the giant mining laser that you activate in the final stages of the Align and Mine event. Let us first look at the ATLS Geo. This is an Atlas with a mining laser instead of the tractor beam. It also has a large backpack, and inside of this backpack is where the ore goes. It goes into a standard 1/8 of an SCU box. The intent, although it doesn't seem to be fully functioning this way, is that you can be swapping out individual 1/8 of an SCU box as you fill up these. I like this arrangement. I don't know if these 1/8 of an SCU boxes are generated by Hopper itself, the same way the 1 SCU boxes are generated on the Fortune, or if you have to bring a supply of empty ones. I didn't have time to test that, specifically because I could not, in this 4.1 beta, have the garage door open by using the hotkey or the comms from the ship. This I don't think will be a blocker, because you'll probably just be spawning these on vehicle pads at outposts and respawning them as well. But these will be one of the two ships. This will be one of the two ships that you take into the cave, and it is also be able to get out. You'll probably be using these instead of a rock mining buggy, which may not be able to handle the rough floors and ability to get out. One very unique thing about the Atlas is that it has a super jump. Tapping the space bar gives you a normal jump. Holding the space bar gets you a super jump, and I'm quite sure that the super jump capability is for the purpose of getting yourself out of the mining cave. So that's my very quick take on the ATLS Geo, and I suspect that we will be using a lot of these, and possibly you'll be trading in your rock mining buggies for this. Don't see a lot of downsides to using this instead of a rock mining buggy, unless particularly if you're going into caves. The second ship is the Drake Golem. This is a single-seater mining ship. I think some might be calling it a mining starter. I think its actual role is going to be more of a mining snub, because it does fit quite nicely into a lot of ships, or will. I've only had a chance to test it in a C2, but it fit quite nicely. In fact, several of them, 3 or 4 at least, would be able to fit quite nicely in a single C1 right down the middle, and then you could store extra of these ore bags along the outside. The ship uses 2 of these bespoke Drake ore bags. They slide in one before the other from the rear of the ship. Trying to get them in and out of the side does not work, and so you have to go to the cockpit. This ship has no interior. You enter it much like a Drake Mule from the front into the seat, and then you need to unlock the components, and then the 2 slide out one before the other out the rear of the craft. Each of them hold 16 SCU of ore, and so you'll probably, if your team, and more it's looking like Align and Mine is expected, even required to be a team event. And so you can fly this, you can bring this as a snub in a large craft, and then you can bring it into the mine and maneuver it around inside the cavern that is created in the latter ends of the Align and Mine event. Both of these have bespoke mining lasers. I did not see any ability to add modules to the Atlas. There are 2 module slots on the bespoke mining laser on the Drake Golem. This is a quite cute little craft, and you will probably be using it at least a little bit after the Align and Mine event. But I don't see any serious miners using this, even beginning serious miners using this in lieu of the larger capacity, the greater creature comforts, the greater flexibility that is available on the Prospector. The big picture use of this ship is going to be as I term it, a mining snub ship. There'll be certainly a need for some testing, but I believe that the Atlas Geo will also greatly increase the number of small ships that you could take out and do gem mining in. Previously, you have to have at least a Nomad in order to take out one of these ships. Gem mining transport vehicle. We do not know pricing. We do not know a lot of details about specs. I do expect we're going to be learning both of these things quite soon. I do expect also we'll be seeing a lot of the 4.1 daily releases focused at this point on getting these 2 ships debugged. And I did find bugs on both ships. In particular, the Drake ore bags had problems attaching to the grid, stacking on a grid, and being able to be moved off of a ship. So a lot of work has to be done there. But this is exciting, and this adds a lot to what I've been working on lately, and that is coming up with a tactical analysis for the Align and Mine event. The secret word for this video will be the names of either 2 of these ships. Fly safe, keep it real, and I'll see you in the verse. This is Daniel Raymond for Ray's Guide.